Shalom, shalom. So I'm out here and I was just, playing with my cards and I was doing a little read and I said, oh gosh, you know, let me start recording this before I finish, if there's anything else. This is for somebody. So, there's a union that you're in or that somebody was in, and this person came in real fast, being, deceitful, real cunning with their words, real sly with their words. And you didn't know a thing because it seemed like everything was going great, but everything around you was chaos. You had this inner peace. You just working, doing what you're doing. You in la la land. Da da da. I'm just doing whatever I need to do. Take care of my kids. Take care of my home. Take care of my business. And your partner is being so deceitful. So deceitful. Yeah. But it's like while all the chaos is going on around you, you don't see nothing. But then, all of a sudden, this Queen of Cups in reverse, they sitting here trying to drag you through the mud. Like the Five of Swords, they sitting here trying to just be malicious, like it's a competition or something, like they at war with you. They're trying to be malicious with you, trying to spit dirt on your name because they want your spouse. Meanwhile, they don't know you. They just feel like they can take your place, that they're better at your position than you are. So basically, they're trying to destiny swap. Anything else? Yeah, so when I was reading it, I'm like, what? And I felt like that might have been it, but I was like, let me keep pulling and let me put it on record. Yeah, so you got out of there fast and you had this idea, and it was given to you by the Most High, this creative idea, this creative endeavor. And you're a student of it. You're new at this, but you stepping on faith, like you walking out on faith with this. Like you just trusting that you're doing the right thing. You're not hurting nobody. You know that you're never trying to be malicious. And you're always seeking truth and wisdom, so you're on this journey of just becoming a better you. So this new idea that you took upon, the divine is behind it. So as I was saying, the divine is behind it. The high priestess come out. So you're very intuitive, like it just confirmed what I was just saying. You're very, and then the magician came out. Yeah. So you're very intuitive. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and you're focused on manifesting the life that you want because God has given you this vision, this this uh this dream, this goal, you know. And from that, you took it and ran. But you didn't realize that, you know, you did know that it was God, but you didn't know how much of a hand God has in this. That's what I would say. Yeah. And then you have this King of Swords that came out with a Five of Pentacles. So it could be somebody that's it could be somebody that has a new perspective on life and I'm sorry. Yeah, my pool. My little water fountain thing is wrong. But yeah. This person can have a new perspective on life, or this could be you that have a new perspective on life, on ideas, on perceptions of things. You just wanted a better you. So you started to change your mindset, and you grew from that. And then the Five of Pentacles came out. So, to clarify the Five of Pentacles, I wonder if it's saying that you grew from this mindset of being in lack. You could be more focused on loving yourself and being spiritually connected. That you now are in the phase of like, you know, you attract what's meant for you? Or is this Five of Pentacles out here because of oh, okay. So this Five of Pentacles is out here because you got left out in the cold from this Knight of Swords reverse and this Queen of Cups reverse. And they were celebrating when they put the Ten of Swords in your back. They were celebrating thinking it was fun. Because he thought he was in love. He thought, I got so many options and I'm free. And I got this love to give, and I'm, you know, I get to do this and do that. You know, I got this, you know, this ego on me that, you know, I'm going to get rid of, you know, what's stopping me from living my best life. And then when they did that, they realized that they have multiple options, yes, but the one cup that they wanted, they left out in the cold. And now they want that cup back. And the divine is giving that cup back. But they focus on all of the issues that they brought into that relationship that made you leave. You know, what made you felt like you was left out in the cold. What made you feel like you was being breadcrumbs. Like, who breadcrumbs the high priestess? Who breadcrumbs the high priestess? Over some Queen of Cups reverse. Meaning, like, you got the high priestess that is definitely, somebody that loves God, that is in tune with truth and wisdom, and they teach other people that what they know. They don't gatekeep anything. They're not somebody that's, evil at all. Their energy is very balanced. They know their self. They're at peace within self. Materialistic things don't make them happy. It is the God within them. It is spirit. And then you got the Queen of Cups that they dealing with, and the Queen of Cups reversed, and they they all emotional, always want to cry about something when they don't get their way, just whining about stuff. They just overdo it. Overdo it. Like if they got a smell, they putting on too much perfume, or they making sure they put the extra, whatever, to make sure they smell good wherever they need to smell good. They don't look good in their face, or their hair is funny. They, wearing the long weaves, or the full face beat makeup, or if they, they like to look a certain way, but they don't keep a job. They got, sugar daddies on the dial so that they could keep their looks together, so that they could try to get. It's like, oh man, he fell for what he thought was fun. He thought it was fun. So that means, like, you weren't fun. No, I'm just playing. But meaning, like, y'all were more in a real relationship where there are ups and downs, where there are bills, where there are kids, where there are doctor's visits, where there are real problems in life. And with this person, it was an outlet. So it wasn't none of that real life responsibility. It was just fun. Let's go out to eat. Let's go on this trip. Let's go, go to the room. Let's have a drink. Let's do da-da-da. So that's the type of life this was. Yeah. So it's not like, I don't know. You know how people say they go through a midlife crisis? Sometimes they just need an outlet, and then, here come that temptation that give you that outlet, and it looks like everything you ever wanted, dressed up exactly how you need it. And it's going to allow you to do what you need and keep your secrets, and, you can get away with what you need, but for so long. Nine of Pentacles. But they messed up because they see, like I said, the one that they want, they can't have because they know that you can stand alone by yourself. You can stand alone by yourself. The Nine of Pentacles, you can, work and, have the life that you have, the dreams that you always wanted, the things that you were doing with that person, without that person. They thought that your life would, get worse, but it seemed like it ended up getting better. It was an illusion for them to think, to think that they were going to find, better in this fast, fun lifestyle that they was living. And now they feel messed up. And it's a burden for you. It's a burden for you. It's a burden for them too, but it's a burden for you because you really love this person. And this person keep trying to come back into your life. That's why this energy is showing up here. And this Queen of Cups reverse is trying to stay in that person's life. But they trying to, act like, they hiding behind the scenes and trying not to be seen. The type of the side dude or the side chick that, know its place a little bit. Because they kind of want to keep their reputation intact, really. Yeah. But you hurt, and you're not even hurt in a way like, oh, I want this person back. You hurt in a way like, Dad, I invested all this time in this person. How could this person do this to me? How could this person allow this to happen in our bond. You know, that's how you're feeling. And it's like you're healing from that. And you had to make a choice. You know, am I going to stay here where I'm comfortable and things might be a little crazy in this relationship, in this business, in this partnership, in this family dynamic? Or realize I got the world in the palm of my hands and create a new life, create a new world, create a new you. Anything else? Yeah, so as you went out and you realize you're going to create this new world that you see, that you envision, you know, Most High gave you the vision and the words to be able to go out there and see and create what you need to create. He gave you a whole new perception of life and how you should be looking at things, how you should be perceiving things, instead of thinking of how you thought when you were in middle school or high school compared to how you think when you're 30 or 40. You know, it's totally different. And even when you have a spiritual connection, you even start to think even more. Why does this happen? Why is this going on? What type of energy does this person carry? What was the reason for it? What was the benefit that they gained from it? Did they have remorse from it? If I do this business, how can I help people? You know, is it about really helping people or helping myself? You know, am I doing this just for others, or am I doing it because I love myself and I love it and I just want to share it with others? Am I doing it for monetary gain? It's like you have a whole nother perception on life. And from you having that perception on life, everything comes into balance for you. It's like the completion of that. It's like the completion of the acknowledgement of that, the start of that. And now you're celebrating that stability, you know, and you're ready to just take you know, on whatever that you got going on. Enjoy it, you know, prosper in it. Justice in reverse card. Justice in reverse. What does that mean? So it's like you don't want to change something. You don't, you know, it could be meaning that something in the justice system ain't going in your favor. But it could also mean that you're not trying to change something. Maybe you have some habits and you're not trying to change some old habits in your new life, because you started a new life and it's completely different from your old. Maybe you're trying to keep some old habits in your life, some old people in your life. Or saying that the scales aren't balanced, something not going on in your life where you feel like things aren't balanced, or you're not where you want to be exactly right now. And you had just got over this hump. You know, you came to this conclusion, this idea. You started on it. You had a new idea of things. and boom, you know, everything happened the way it was supposed to. You're standing on your own. You're celebrating. Very stable. Ace of Pentacles. The Most High is giving you this stability. But you're in your head about it. You're in your head about it. You need to share it. People need to know your knowledge, but you're scared to share it. Well, maybe I shouldn't say scared. You're just in your head. But you have the strength. And as soon as you start to share it, you'll see that it helps a lot of people. And that's going to give you even more of a strength to tame that inner negativity within you. That inner self-doubt within you. You know? It's going to tame that for you. You just got to put yourself out there. You can't hide your talent. You can't hide your gift. You can't hide your hobby, your business, whatever it is that you're doing. Because whatever it is, you love it and you're good at it. And because you love it, that's why you're good at it. And that's why you're going to be able to help people, because you're not doing it just for money or clout or fame. You're doing it to really inspire people and help people. So you got to keep that strength that you have, that authenticity that you have, and get out of your head. Because that's the only thing that's stopping you from your pinnacle, from getting that wealth that you're seeking. And it's like you're not seeking it from this, but you're like, in life we got bills to pay, right? And it's like the money ain't gonna fall from the sky. But so it's like money ain't gonna fall from the sky, but you know that you need to do what you gotta do to pay your bills, right? And some people is like, that's not gonna, get you the way you need to get to, but you're like, I trust God. I like this. I like this new business that I got going. I like this product that I just made. I like this concept that me and so-and-so just came up with. I just like, I need to just show you this. Okay? So it's the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess. And it's just like you in your head about things because you're used to doing it with a loved one. You're used to doing it with somebody. That person that betrayed you with the Queen of Cups reversed, y'all was together for a very long time. So you feel like a lot of times you can't do stuff by yourself. But you see that Nine of Pentacles out there, you're doing it by yourself. You just in your head. You just in your head. And you got some things you gotta, walk away from. Eight of Cups came out. Some things you gotta walk away from. Whether it's the home, whether it's relationships, whether it's, vices, eating, overeating, not eating enough, over exercising, not exercising enough, drinking, smoking, overindulging, not working towards yourself. The Knight of Wands and the Tower card came out together. So, you trying to be yourself, you trying to be, I shouldn't say yourself, right? Because everybody's not going to understand what I'm saying when I say that. When you in the kindergarten and you go into the 5th grade, you're not the same as when you was in the kindergarten, right? So it's like now that you are who you are and you learned a lot of things and you're more spiritual, that person you were last year, 5 years ago, when you weren't spiritual, 10 years ago when you weren't spiritual, and you were doing certain things that kept you in low vibration, it's the Tower moment for that. It's time to let that go. It's the time to let that go. That person that you were, that old you, don't keep trying to balance that. Don't keep trying to, I'm not going to say don't keep trying to, how do I say this? Don't keep trying to be the new you, but doing all the old you things. Like, don't say I'm the new me because I have the knowledge of, I know how to go outside and take a tire off the car and, put a donut on if I got the flat. But I don't do it. I got the knowledge of it, but I don't do it. I still do all the old things that I would have done before I knew how to do it. I called AAA. I called my girlfriend or my boyfriend. I called my dad or my mom or whoever that would be able to fix it. You know what I mean? But you got the knowledge to know how to fix it yourself. But you ain't going to do it. So even though you're enlightened, even though you know, I'm trying to just use this analogy. Even though you know, like, hey, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be going down here and fix this tire because I know how to do it. I should not be calling X, Y, and Z and everybody. You're still going to call it because you're so used to it. That's what you're used to. That's what you always been. It's easier for you. It's simpler for you than for you to get down and do the shadow work and do the dirty work. For you to actually get your hands dirty and do it right. And then you feel accomplished because you did it. You did the shadow work to make sure that tire good and it won't happen again. You ain't repeating this over. You know what I mean? You're working hard. You focus on something. You're mastering something. And as we were saying, the Most High already gave you this idea. That's why you're so focused on it. That's why the Magician came out. That's why you're like dead focused on manifesting it. Because the Most High is behind it. Source is behind it. God is behind it. The All is behind it. The one that gives you breath is behind it. You want to help people, and Most High is everything. So what you think Most High thinking? Oh, you doing my work. And from that, all that hard work, you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy. It's going to bring you so much joy. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're going to really know yourself. Get rid of everything that doesn't serve you. So you can step into your true power. It's a message. A message of strength for you. A message of being courageous. A message of knowing your power. That's what this message was for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Gods and goddesses, Psalms 82. I hope this helped you in some type of way. You know, whatever that did not help you, leave it behind. If it doesn't fit, don't let it apply. May you enjoy your rising, your evening, your afternoon. We out here in the rising just enjoying. Just enjoying. Sitting by the pool. Yeah. Have a good one. I thank you for joining us. Kol Ha'ala El Yom, all praises to the Most High.